Hello, 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 my beautiful people. This is your girl HK Cat coming to you with 12 ways that us as Black women can comfort our men. Now, if you are a woman who is not looking to keep her man, then this is not for you. If you are a woman who's looking to get a man or to keep her man, this is definitely for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And all my information is in the description box below. So, ladies, what are some ways that we can help to comfort our man a little bit better? Because men are different from us women. Us women, we tend to be a little more emotional when it comes down to things that we are going through, and it's totally understandable. Men tend to be a little bit more avoidant when they are going through hard times or if they had a rough day. So what I want to discuss is 12 ways that we as women can really comfort our man. First way is you need to know how your man tends to respond to stress. As I said earlier, some men tend to be avoidant. If you're asking them questions about, how their day is, how certain things are going, they tend to avoid the topic. Sometimes your man may be angry. And of course, if he's angry, definitely, give him the space and the leniency to digress from his day and just get over whatever is making him angry until he feels like coming and speaking to you about it. And sometimes they have a tendency to blame others. This, of course, is projection. I'm not saying that only men do this. Us as women, we do this too. But if you see these behaviors, something is off. So the best thing to do is to make space for him. Tell him that everything is okay. It's okay to not be okay. That, of course, is number 2. It is okay not to be okay. The first thing is, of course, know how he responds to stress. So if he's avoiding you, if he's angry, if he's doing the blame game, the pointing the fingers, there's a lot of you statements instead of I statements. And of course, we all know when we're communicating, when you say I feel, I would like, you're taking the accountability and you're putting on you, and you don't feel as attacked. When you start to say you, the person is feeling attacked. It's like the blame game, pointing fingers. Also, after you let him know that everything is okay, and also it is okay to not be okay, offer support. That's number 3. What can you do to help to at least alleviate his day? Maybe the problem is not going to go away like right now, but what can I do of support right now in this moment? You and I, because the war is out there, it is not in here with us. What can I do to support you? How can I show comfort to you? Make sure that you allow your man to feel safe around you. You create a space for him to be able to come to you whenever and however, because he trusts you to confide in. Also, when he is speaking, and of course, this is number 4, when he does come to you, listen carefully. Don't interject. Don't cut him off. Don't try to add your responses and make it about you. Just let him talk. Give him the opportunity and the leniency to express himself. Number 5, give him a hug. And I'm not saying, the regular hug, hey, little pat on the back, little 2-second hug. Hold him, but hold each other. I'm talking about past 5 seconds. Just stand there. You'll be surprised how much stress it relieves and how it restores the intimacy in you guys' relationship. Whether it's for 10 seconds, just hold him, caress him, because I'm sure, ladies, when we are having our tough day, believe you me, We definitely need that hug. Number 6, point out his strengths. Listen, ladies, so many times when we are angry with our men, we have a tendency to want to hit below the belt because he's really in his masculine energy, and sometimes that means that at that moment he is officially an EUP. And if anyone does not know what EUP is, that means an emotionally unavailable person. And when our men tend to be emotionally unavailable, it puts up a wall and there's a disconnect there. For us, we need to feel, we need to connect. So in that moment, point out his strengths. Let him know why you love him, why you appreciate him, what you adore about him. But in no means, don't ever, 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 don't ever point out a man's weaknesses, even if you know what they are. Because I guarantee you, if you point out a man's weakness and you throw it in his face, it will only hurt you in the end. He will never, ever forget how you spoke to him and how you bruised his ego. So do not let that be your first resort to going to get your way. If he's saying some hurtful things, you just, okay, no problem. Don't feed into it. Don't feed into it. And I guarantee you it won't last long. And after he does get over that hump of being upset, you take the time to say to him, you know, honey, I just want to speak to you about how you spoke to me earlier. I really did not approve of you saying this. It definitely hurt me. And I would just appreciate it if the next time we have a disagreement that we fight fair and we do not jab below the belt. Also, if you're not around him at that moment, number 7, send him a nice text. Send him a sweet text that everything is okay, or how are you, honey, how's your day? What do you want to eat? Do you want me to cook you something? What are you feeling tonight? How about a nice massage? Don't be scared to cater to your man, because I'm pretty sure you want him to cater to you. And believe you me, you treat him good, he'll treat you better. In some cases, I'm not saying all cases. Now, ladies, you know, I want to take a minute to stop right here, because if you got this far in the video and you have some reservations, or you're the type of person that's watching this video and saying, yeah, right, he don't deserve this, he's not that, well, you know, you have no one to blame but yourself for dealing with that man. You telling me that he has absolutely no good traits? Are you telling me that he is bringing absolutely nothing to the table? So please, I want you to look and concentrate on the good. We all have shit with us, and I want to make this clear. We all have something about us that is a little negative or maybe a little bit toxic. But if he's dealing with it, why can't you? So just put that to the side. Don't fault him for it. Don't feel like you have to retaliate or compete with him about it. You know, just take the higher road. Number 8, do an extra chore around the house. I know sometimes it's like with work and kids or studies, schooling, business, it could be a lot, but maybe it's something that he wanted to get around to, but he really couldn't get around to it. But you know, it's something that he really wanted to do. Try to do it for him. Try to be that helpmate that you would want. I want you to remind yourself at all times, if you want things in your environment to change, you have to be the change that you would like to see. Number 9, which of course I mentioned already, make him his favorite meal. I don't know about you ladies, but I do like to cook. I love business. I love to hang out with my girlfriends, and I love to travel. But another thing I love to do is when I am intimate with an individual, I love to cook for that individual. I like to feed the person I'm with. It's special to me, and I would hope that it would be special to that person. So that is number 9 on your list of 12 ways to comfort your man. Feed him his favorite meal. Believe you me, he will appreciate it. Number 10, invite him to do an activity with you. Maybe it's some testosterone that he needs to release. Go to the gym together, work out, do interactive hobbies with each other. And you would be surprised of how it restores the intimacy in you guys' relationship. We're here to be helpmates to each other, also partners. And it's not good for you guys to always be so separate with everything. It is another form of communication. You guys being able to do things together. Number 11, keep in touch with him daily. I'm not saying call him off the hook every day. What I'm saying is send a simple text. Hey, honey, good morning. I love you. Have a great day today. I'm looking forward to seeing you later. If you have a little bit of time, reach out to me. I'm going to be thinking about you today, and I can't wait to speak to you, and I can't wait to see you. How hard is that? You know, a lot of times we ask, hey, you know, I want this man to love me. I want this and I want that. But in order to receive that, you also have to give that. So if you know that you are loved, be that. And whether it's not reciprocated right then and there, if you see that he is trying, and if you need a little bit more, just say, babe, I just need you to hold me a little bit longer. I just need a little bit more time with you. Number 12. Last but not least, if all else fails, seek support. Seek couples therapy. Hopefully both of you guys will be open to it. But, you know, if you really want this relationship to work, your marriage, your engagement, whatever situationship you may have, if you really want it to work, and you find that there's some barriers in communication, there's some barriers in connection, that you exhausted every option, seek couples therapy. Is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it is extremely helpful to have a mediator, have someone to sit and help you guys work out your issues so that you guys don't constantly come to a head and butt all the time. Like, who wants to fight their partner? Because when I see people who are fighting, I also see that more than anything, they really want each other. They really want to love each other, but they don't know how to express it. Please learn how to disarm your ego and your pride. Put it to the side. Love is beautiful. It's not everything in a relationship, but man, it helps when you can combine all of those elements. There's no point of arguing. If you have disagreements, learn how to fight fair. Another thing is, try to discover each other's love languages. And if you don't know what love languages are, there's 5 of them. I recommend that you look them up. But the 5 love languages is physical touch, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and words of affirmation. Find out what your love language is. I know for me, my love language is physical touch, acts of service, and definitely words of affirmation. I love when my man can speak life into me, and vice versa. I love to be able to speak life into my man, because we all know that when we exchange this energy, this male-female energy, for a man, a woman becomes his weakness, and for a woman, a male becomes her strength. So since you know that you become your man's weakness, you have to be delicate with his love. You have to be tender with his love. That's why a woman who is overly masculine and being too assertive and too aggressive, and believe you me, I have been at fault for that as well. So I'm not speaking from a place of judgment or criticism. I'm speaking from a place of experience as well. A lot of times, if we are in chaotic situations, femininity cannot thrive in chaotic situations. Chaotic situations forces us to tap into our masculine side to be able to bear it and to get through it. But when you guys come home to each other, the fight is not with each other. The war is not with each other. So find a way to be a little bit more tender. Find out what you guys' love languages are. Incorporate the 12 ways of how to comfort your man. And men, this can be useful for you as well, for your woman. Don't think that, like, you know, we love you. We love you, men. And I especially love my Black men even more. But know that you can take these recommended steps, do your due diligence to educate yourself on how to love your woman more, especially if you want this relationship, you want to fight for this relationship. So that is the end of how to comfort your man and woman. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram at The Cat Show. All the information is going to be in the description box below. Have a wonderful night, guys.